Daniel married Ciara for 10 years, seized her inherited company through falsified documents, divorced her for his secret fiancée Ciara, won custody of their daughter Cynthia, claiming Ciara was unfit, denied her visitation. Ciara retaliated by staging a car crash. She hired Jacob to put a slow leak on Ciara's car. Ciara followed Ciara and crashed into Ciara's car and poured acid on Ciara and fled the scene before police arrived to take Ciara to hospital.
This was not a crime of passion. It was a calculated ambush. The defendant ordered her associate to puncture a tire. She followed the victim, she rammed her vehicle, then she poured acid on her body. Betrayal can fracture the mind. Ciara lost her husband, her company, and her child. She acted under extreme emotional disturbance.
Court is in session.
Your Honor, the traffic camera shows Ciara following Ciara. Phone records show 7 calls to Jacob before the incident, and the chemical analysis confirms a corrosive substance.
Mr. Jacob, you may proceed with your testimony.
She told me just to create a slow leak. I didn't know she would go that far.
Ciara, you are on the stand.
They took my daughter. They erased me from my own life. I wasn't thinking, I just wanted her to feel what I felt.
The defendants are presumed innocent. The state must prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. For attempted murder, you must find intent and a deliberate step toward killing. Heartbreak is not a legal defense. Your verdict must be unanimous and based only on the evidence.
On count 1, attempted murder, guilty. On count 2, conspiracy, guilty. On count 3, aggravated assault, guilty.
The jury is dismissed. Sentencing will be scheduled. Premeditation removes sympathy. You planned this. You involved another person. You used acid. The court sentences you to 22 years in state prison. Jacob, 5 years with plea cooperation. Daniel, no criminal liability for assault. However, a separate civil fraud case is referred to the district attorney. Custody of Cynthia remains with Daniel pending family court review.
After the criminal trial, Daniel Mitchell faced a different kind of courtroom, civil court. Ciara filed a lawsuit alleging breach of corporate ownership. Evidence showed Daniel manipulated documents and redirected company authority. Your Honor, the evidence shows Mr. Mitchell manipulated documents to seize control. I deny these accusations.
He redirected company authority into his own name without disclosure. He betrayed our family's trust.
The signatures were altered and resolutions were unauthorized. Emails showed Daniel planned to consolidate control before divorce.
In civil court, the burden of proof is lower.
Forensic accountants testified that corporate signatures had been altered and board resolutions were executed without proper authorization. In civil court, the burden of proof was lower, preponderance of the evidence, not beyond a reasonable doubt. The court finds Daniel breached his fiduciary duty and engaged in fraudulent misrepresentation. The court orders the restoration of Ciara's ownership interest, financial damages, disgorgement of profits, and attorney's fees.
Though Daniel avoided prison, he suffered severe financial penalties and reputational damage. In criminal court, Ciara lost her freedom. In civil court, Daniel lost his fortune. Justice, in different forms, had been delivered.